Hello my dear students, welcome you all. So this is the small video with reference to your value addition topic for your UPSC anthropology mains. So in this video, I am going to explain you the main differences between the physiological differences between Denisovan man and Neanderthals man. So this is a very important concept which will be extremely important for your value addition. In terms of evolutionary or in the case of primate evolution, okay, so primatology, so these points which we are going to discuss will be definitely going to play an important role. So they will add 2 to 3 marks for your question, at least, or else if we can expect the direct question from this segment also. Actually, from the Chinese province, Denisovan man skull has been identified for the first time. So, actually, Denisovan man is a man who did not have any proper physical evidences. In the entire primatology, the less evidences are available from the Denisovan man. Actually, it's not the name, it is the cave from where the first evidence of the Denisovan man has been identified. That is why this is called as Denisovan man. Okay, in the name of the cave is Denisova. Actually, the Denisovan man was thought to be prevailed in the regions called as Siberia and the northern part of Russia and eastern part of Russia, China. Okay, so this is the place where this Denisovan man was prevailed. So after the advent of this Denisovan man, okay, so through the genetic analysis and DNA analysis, they have constructed a proper physiological features that can be attributed to the Denisovan man, and that features can be compared with the Neanderthal mans. So how these two particular ancient extinct organisms, okay, ancient extinct organisms are similar and dissimilarities. Similarities and dissimilarities between the Denisovan and Neanderthal man is extremely important for your examination point of view. And before starting these differences, I would like to tell you one thing. Actually, anthropology is like a interstellar movie. I think you might have watched the movie called as Interstellar movie. So, which looks very interesting, very curious, but we don't understand nothing. And we can't draw anything from that particular movie. Likewise, anthropology, while studying and while preparing, it seems to be very easy, but it is not that much easy for scoring the marks. So, unless and until you don't add value addition to your topic, and if you don't do much more hard work for your content, okay, so without conceptual clarity, it is impossible to score very good marks in anthropology. You may get minimum marks, but whereas in the case of to get more marks is practically not possible for anthropology. Okay, so that is one. And that is why I sincerely suggest you to join the course of anthropology, which is going to be a deciding factor for your UPSC journey. Okay, let us start our video called as differences between Denisovan man and Neanderthal man. Okay, so what is the main difference between Denisovan man and Neanderthal man? So this is the diagrammatic imagination created by using the DNA analysis of the Denisovan man, and they have come to a conclusion how this particular Denisovan man looked like that. So this is the skull image of that particular Denisovan man, how the skull of this particular Denisovan man might have been located. Denisovans and Neanderthals, while sharing a common ancestor with modern humans, had distinct physical appearance. So they have, Denisovans and Neanderthals will share common ancestors. So for humans, Homo sapiens, we can attribute these common features. Okay, we can Homo sapiens can be originated from the Denisovans with some features and Neanderthals with some features. So what are the unique features and comparison between the Denisovan and Neanderthal mans? Okay, so these are the common history with the modern human beings. Okay, and Denisovans, based on limited fossil evidences and DNA analysis, are thought to have wider skulls. Okay, so that shows. So if the skull is larger in size, automatically we can infer the brain size of the brain might be bigger. Okay, and have wider skulls, larger jaws, and notably larger teeth, particularly molars, than Neanderthals. Okay, so when compared to the Neanderthals, Denisovans are having multiple things. What are the main important features that can be seen in Denisovans? Denisovans are the people with larger skulls, okay, larger jaws, okay, and larger teeth, particularly in terms of molars. So incisors, canines, premolars and molars. The size of the molars are bigger. Larger molars are present for the Denisovans. Okay. And coming to the Neanderthals, on the other hand, were characterized by long and low skull. Okay. So the skull of the Neanderthals is long, and whereas in the case of low skull, okay, prominent brow ridges, a wide nose and a projecting face. Okay, so look at this comparison. Denisovans are having broader face, whereas in the case of Neanderthals are having a long face. Okay, wider face in Denisovans and longer face in Neanderthals. Okay, like a sloping forehead. Okay, the forehead used to be slope. Okay, sloping forehead, long face and wide pelvis. Okay, so the pelvis is larger in size, particularly in the Neanderthals. Okay, but Denisovans also exhibited unique traits like a longer dental arch and a wider face compared to the Neanderthals. This is the clear-cut point you should mention while writing the answer in UPSC mains anthropology. So while comparing, are you getting my point? While comparing the Denisovans and Neanderthals, you must mention the concept called as what? The size of the skull and shape of the skull, teeth and jaws are the main important things. Thereby you can make, or else you can make a small tabulation also. So Denisovans and Neanderthals, size of the skull, shape of the skull and shape of the jaw and size of the sloping of the forehead. Okay, likewise you can make a small tabulation through which you can make attract the examiner, or else you can make draw a rough diagrams with reference to the segment called as what? Denisovans and Neanderthals. Next, skull shape. Denisovans had a wider skull than both Neanderthals and the modern human beings, while Neanderthals had a long and low skull with a prominent brow ridge. Okay, so Denisovans have wider skull, whereas in the case of Neanderthals and modern human beings like Homo sapiens has narrow skull or straight skull. Jaw and teeth. Denisovans possessed larger jaws and significantly larger molars compared to the Neanderthals. Okay, face. Denisovans had a wider and flatter face, while Neanderthals had a more projecting face with a prominent mid face and a broad nose. Okay, that is the main important difference between the Denisovans and Neanderthals. So such a value addition points you just try to add into your notes or regular preparation. Okay, so likewise, in the series of component contents will be slowly I'm going to add day by day to your examination till your examination UPSC mains anthropology option up to the exam. I will try to support you through this particular value addition points as well as synopsis for your most expected questions in the future sessions. I hope you understand the concept. So UPSC mains anthropology optional batch for 2026 is going to start from Monday. Okay, so I hope you understand the concept. Thank you very much. All the very best. God bless you all.